Alright, match 2 on the play. And our hand is a little bit awkward, drawing this Radiant Fountain so early. But I think I'll keep it anyway. Accumulated Knowledge can cycle, worst case scenario, on turn 2. And then we'll draw red mana for interaction or blue mana for counterspell before too long. Opponent mulligans to 6, puts a card on top. And it's a Boggle. Well, we need to draw... Well, there it is. We drew an island, so we can counterspell some auras. We need to counter every single aura that can make it be able to get a creature be able to get past a 2/3. And then we need to play our flurry of horns to block. Alright, not going to counter a Utopia Sprawl. It fixes their mana, but I'm more interested in countering action spells such as Rancor. Preordain, lead off with that. Flame Slash is going to be useless since everything has hexproof that matters. Island, I'd rather find a red source, so we can put that on the bottom. Alright, cycle this accumulated knowledge. Hope to find some red sources for these double flurry of horns. Armadillo Cloak. Well, now we have to double block that with a flurry of horns. And no red sources yet. Another Boggle. They play a land. They go down to 1 card in hand. So if we can top deck a mountain, we could buy a lot of time. We could double block the first Boggle and then hold back the other Boggle. Accumulated Knowledge, okay. Give me 2 cards. Exclude. That would have been good last turn. Double Dual Shot, double Flurry, double Removal. All useless till we find a red source. Cycle their Abundant Growth. Down to 1 card in hand again after playing a forest. Show me the mountain. Show me the mountain. There we go, there's the mountain. Alright, well, I'm going to play this immediately so I can start blocking. Leave them both back so I can double block the 3/3 and hope they don't punish us with another Armadillo Cloak or Rancor. Ethereal Armor would be the worst. And that's what they have. And also Ancestral Mask. So we're dead this turn. 19, first strike trample. Let's double block. I still think that's not enough, right? They're going to do 13 damage after trample. Ouch. Alright, that's game 1. Alright, Hydroblast, Parablast are not going to save me here. Gorilla Shaman hits artifacts and not enchantments, unfortunately. Electrickery Overloaded can deal with Bogles before they're enchanted, so I'm going to have to try to make that work. And I'll bring out these creature spells that can only hit creatures for Jace's Erasure. There are some non-hexproof creatures in Bogles decks, but I think these removal spells will be fine, and I'd rather have another win condition. And we'll submit. Well, I didn't think we had a really good chance against Burn, and we won in the 2 sideboard games, so maybe that'll magically happen here. Well, that's a hand, isn't it? I think 3 pieces is just too slow. I'm not going to have time to fool around with this. It's basically like a mulligan, since the last 2 are going to be so useless. Alright, I'll keep this hand. Alright, our opponent mulliganed to 4. If I knew they were going to mulligan to 4, I probably would have just kept my last hand with less early interaction, but that was more consistent. Put this island on the bottom. And they put their card on the bottom as well. Play an island, pass. Alright. I could play Boilerworks, or I could play Accumulated Knowledge. And I think I'll go with Boilerworks, that way I can exclude on my next turn. It'll be too late because they're going to resolve their hexproof things now while I'm tapped out, but if they're going to play multiple hexproof things, I might be able to get something with it. Utopia Sprawl, can't exclude that. Can't exclude a Rancor either. So I have just now noticed what an idiot I am. And I've noticed it too late to prevent comments in the comment section. But I should have brought in Pyroblast. Because while this is hexproof and cannot be targeted by Pyroblast once it is resolved, it is blue while on the stack, since it is a hybrid green-blue card. So I have made a large mistake. Monumentally large mistake. I'll play my mountain so I can continue to hold open exclude. Pyroblast would have been better than Jace's Erasure by about 100-fold. And now they have a 7/5. And I have only myself to blame. Although, to be fair, assuming I had taken out the Jace's Erasure for the Pyroblast on a 1-to-1 basis, I would not have seen him in my first hand or this second hand anyway. So if you think of it like that, it's not like it had an impact. So I can play Flurry of Horns, take 7, top deck another Flurry of Horns, and then triple block. Maybe quadruple block if I need to because of the trample. I'm pretty sure that's my only way out of this. So I have to assume they're going to draw something irrelevant, and then I'm going to draw a Flurry of Horns. Okay, that's a wolf. Alright, I can't accumulate a knowledge into a Flurry of Horns, and if I can, I don't have enough mana for it. If I double block this, then it's only going to deal 1 damage, and I get 1 damage from here, and I can survive. Knowledge for 2. No point in holding open exclude here, I don't believe. So I'm going to knowledge again, and then play on Bolt against the Undying Wolf, or the Young Wolf. And I have to discard something to hand size here. Deep Analysis is pretty slow. I don't think I have a way out of this game because I have to throw away both of my Minotaur tokens for nothing, for no value. If I just put 1 in front, then I'll take 4 damage, and that'll be enough to kill me. So even if I top deck another Flurry of Horns, I lose. But just in case I have a Chainer's Edict in my deck that I've forgotten about, and a way to generate black mana, I guess I'll not concede yet. Glade Cover Scout. Pieces of the puzzle. Is there a way out of this? Pieces of the puzzle says, no, there is not. Accumulated knowledge for 4. I can gain a life with Swiftwater Cliffs. Does that get me out of this? No, it doesn't. How about, I can't flashback Deep Analysis. Take the Champion's Way out, because it costs 3 life instead of the 2. Alright, that's it for me. If you do play this deck against Bogles, make sure you bring in your Pyroblast for countering Slippery Boggle on this deck. It's much better than Jace's Erasure by about 100-fold. Alright, next match.